Porsha Friends, they got that vibe. Electric smiles keep the whole crew alive. Harmonies waving like stars in the sky.
10 news for Dr. Umar. Okay, I'm going to say it now. I can't call him doctor no more. I'm not even sure that title he actually has. I'm going to start wondering because based on what you're going to hear.
I don't know if that's true. If he's got a real title of doctor or not.
Well, he's shown it. I mean, I've seen it in the past, so I'm not going to say he's not. But I can understand people's feelings.
Here, you're going to have to start wondering, too, whether he has the title of doctor and whether it was acquired by legal means. I'm just saying.
Now, you said it was. He is shown.
Yeah, no, this is going back years because people used to do that. You used to say, what is he a real doctor of, and and stuff like that. And I think he is a
real doctor of.
I think it's what clinical. Oh gosh, I know he. Oh gosh, I can't even think. What is it? I know he does a lot of stuff with Oh my gosh.
You don't even know.
No. I'm trying to think of it. A clinical psychology or something like that.
Okay.
With children and stuff like that. Especially that's why he's so passionate about wanting to opening the school that we have yet to see.
Okay,
but
let's continue with the video.
Okay, go on.
Story gets worse. We heard before that he said his assets were frozen. His assets were frozen. His assets were frozen. He don't got no money. The king of Pan-Africanism has a money shortage, and we're about to find out some other things from somebody who has had interaction with the man. Apparently, he's being audited by the IRS, and his story as to where the money went. Anyway, I will let y'all hear it yourself. Take it away, my lady.
I've known Dr. Umar for 3 years. I met him when I was 24 years old. And this is a recent picture. We just met in June of last year. And we did discuss his children along with a few other things. Number one, he's being audited by the IRS a lot. When I first met him in 2022, he literally told me he was there because his accountant was caught stealing funds from the school.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is going to be a rough one. Now, remember, we covered Umar. Oh my gosh. I think it was the third week of Too Strong. That's been a while now. Okay. The very third week of Too Strong, when we came together, we were going after Umar as an exposure video about the grift that he had. Back then, we told y'all there was going to be no school. There were people in the comment section that told us we didn't know what we was talking about. This man is pro-black and he will do this. It's about time. And it always takes people like y'all that don't know how to have confidence in folks, and he's just trying to do the right thing. Libbity, flabbity, floop, all the above conversations. It has been, how long did he try? I think it's almost 20 years now, close to it, that he's been trying to start this school. Not a lick of it been done.
You're right.
Now he's being audited by the IRS. Why do you think he's being audited by the IRS? If you keep getting online and having seminars and telling people that you have a school pending and you want money, you understand that money being transferred is always monitored by the IRS. If you're getting money for something and they don't see anything to do with that money, they're going to start coming after you to find out what you're doing with that money. So his answer is, my accountant, he been stealing the money. How come we haven't heard about this so-called accountant before? Have y'all heard about the accountant before? This is the first time I'm hearing that he has an accountant.
Okay, I mean, I can agree there. I mean, Dr. Umar likes to do stuff by himself. I don't think he's got an accountant. I think it's BS. That he was telling the lady.
Oh well, yeah. Again, I've never heard anything about an accountant. I mean, if you want to say the sad tale in all of this is that, okay, Dr. Umar, it's been over 10 years, and
And
People
other
are
people like Kai Sanat and other people on the internet have developed schools rather quickly.
Kai Cenat created a school.
I think I heard he created a school.
The streamer.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Okay.
and I
I
heard
mean,
several other YouTubers have done the same thing. And
okay, but what kind of school? Is it a brick and mortar or is it an online school?
no, a brick and mortar school.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not denying it. I just feel like I said, with the whole thing with Dr. Umar, I remember the video way back in the day when he was walking across this bridge talking about what he wanted to do. And it sounded noble. Now, again, me, because I don't have money to give out like that, I
He's
never
a
gave it.
scammer. He's a
Yeah,
scammer.
no, I never gave any money to it. But my whole thing is, I'm not going to say I did not believe. And when I say as believe, I'm not going to say I wasn't a believer in what you were trying to do. But unfortunately, it's been over 10 years, Dr. Umar. And again, first the school was going to be, I think it was going to be in the South. And then all of a sudden, now it's being in Delaware. That's the last place I heard where the school's going to be. I get where people are become very cynical
Let's continue.
and be like, "Where's the school?"
Let's continue on with the video.
Yeah.
Every time he talks about money, he's always the one in charge of it because he knows what to do with money. His own words, not mine. Continue.
They were receiving donations for the school, and he was saying that his accountant was stealing money. So he had to fire that accountant, and the IRS was asking for proof, like where the money went. Like, he's receiving money donations, but there's no progress with the school. If you
There isn't.
were to go up right now to the school, like, there's wooded boards on the doors, on the windows, there's weeds, graffiti on some of the buildings. Like, it's not in proper condition. There's no AC, there's no heating, there's nothing. When we were talking at the table, I started asking him a lot of private questions.
Before she continues, do you remember some time ago he had an interview and he was talking him, and I'm gonna put a little segue in here to come back to. I do, and unfortunately people might get upset. I want to talk to Black America when it comes to your viewpoints about this individual. He had a conversation about getting the electronic section figured out, the AC. You remember this conversation? And maybe you might want to go back and find it. The AC, and having all the guts worked on the building. He said this. He said that he could not get the Black folks that he hired to do it because they kept stealing. So he hired, he hired white people to do it, and they got it done. His words, not ours. He said it was.
And he's Pan-Africanist, and I mean, he says that Black people could not get it done.
Well, yeah, no, he did say that. I remember him saying that, and I want to say this was the school that she's talking about. That's boarded up with graffiti on the building, and I'm assuming this is the school in Delaware.
Yeah, and I heard he had basically had went on the Delaware website and then purchased these schools, where you're supposed to renovate them and
yeah, because he was talking about something with the HVAC system or whatever it's called.
I mean, he had spent $400,000 on the schools, and he had 1.6 million to 4 million. Where'd that money go? Where'd it go? And that's why I think the IRS is going after his accounts. because
Well, yeah. Well, see, okay.
no,
If you
no one's shutting down you. No one's shutting down your account or putting a hold on your account.
Mhm.
That's not how that works.
Well, from what I know, having to had dealt with the IRS when I was running my business, um, after a certain amount of years, after at least 5 years, if you have not shown any, let's say, profit, and all you're doing is reaping the benefits of write-offs and stuff like that to get money back, saying you've spent money and stuff like that, they're going to look at it as a hobby, because I know the money that I was supposed to get back, and it wasn't a it wasn't it was I think what it was only like $1,000, whatever, but the IRS kept that $1,000 because
Okay.
to them, because my business was not making a profit, and I was really just reaping the benefits of the write-offs,
Oh, the
getting
write-offs.
getting money back for the money that I was spending. Yeah, they kept that money.
Okay.
So, like I said, after 5 years, they're going to look at your business as, oh, this is a hobby. Where, now granted, he raised a whole bunch of money. So, yes, I'm sure if you're dealing with the IRS and accountants, you're going to have to show where this money's going. That's why, especially when you're getting donations and stuff like that, or you're running a non-for-profit, you cannot misappropriate that money. If you are taking a salary, you better make sure it is shown that you are taking a salary here. But you better show where that other money's going.
And I've been researching Dr. Umar this whole week, and they were saying on this one show that he originally had applied for a, a school in Philly, and then he got audited by the Philly. He got audited by the the Philly taxation, so he moved to Delaware, and he still hasn't paid. He still hasn't paid the Philadelphia tax.
I mean, it does look bad. And there's no way to sugarcoat it. Like I said, it's been over 10 years, Dr. Umar. Where is everybody's within their rights to ask you that, and you can't get mad at it. I'm not going to say you're not going through things trying to start a school, but then at the same time, because again, the grand vision that he originally had for the
Let,
school down south, it sounded all good. But
let's continue.
yeah, but he could have started an online school if that was the case.
I know.
Finished. If that is the case, then there should be no boards up and the place shouldn't be in disrepair. If the AC is working, then it should be done. But if she's saying it's not working, and if you go to the building, and I had seen some pictures of us dilapidated building, and I thought it must have been an old picture, but if it's new, then where's the money?
It's like, were you married? Do you have any kids? He was telling me, yes, I have 2 daughters. The woman or the women are taking him to court for child support because he's not an active dad. He's not in their life. And he told me that as well. He doesn't visit them as much as he should. However, he visits his mom a lot.
And I hate that. How can you be an advocate for Black people and don't take care of your baby mama and her kids? I mean, who does that?
Yeah, you're not getting no argument from me. Yeah, it does. It makes you look bad. It does make you look.
He wants to sleep with all these women, and he's spreading his seed out there, but he doesn't take care of his kids.
Yeah, but you got a lot of men who think like that. They don't believe in marriage. They don't believe that they should just be tie down to one woman. They believe that they should be able to spread their seed far and wide and have all these children.
He is supposed to be a role model. He claims to be a role model.
I agree. But to me, you all the stuff you're saying, Dr. Umar, is falling on deaf ears because you're not living up to what you say.
Exactly. Let's move on.
He's in Philly. So I just was confused. I was like, how are you talking about being a pillar and how Black men are so needed in families today, but you're not even an active dad?
Rules for thee, not for me. This has always been Umar. Please go and listen to any of his interviews. Anytime he gets called out on a particular behavior, he deflects to the person saying it and telling them, you just don't understand. For a long time, the history is blah, 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 and he goes on in this diatribe and he overtalks them because he brings in a certain type of energy with them. That's how he's always been. It's not surprising for me to hear that he's a deadbeat father. I would not be. No, it's not surprising to me. It's not. Why? Because none of his actions based on the school tells me that he's a reliable person. If you can take funds to the size of the donations that you've gotten for the last, let's just say it's only been 12 years, and you don't have a lick to show for it, how can I trust you for the advice you're giving me about a culture that's already floundering and struggling with responsibility?
And I heard he's coped out. That's what I heard. I mean, it's a rumor, but I think he's definitely not mentally all there.
Yeah. Well, again, I don't know about the drug use, but I mean,
people are saying he's coped out.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, if you want to say it's a cautionary tale, it's a sad fall from grace where everybody, when I used to hear him speak, I mean, and again, I know how he felt about the LGBT community, but still, at the end of the day, I'm still Black, so I mean, yeah, you may not like my quote unquote lifestyle, but what he had to say in regards to Black people, I had no disagreement, and especially what he wanted to do with the school. But yeah, it is a sad fall from grace.
Let's move on.
I can't trust you for nothing. I shouldn't trust you. Nothing he has done outside of how he speaks tells us that this man is trustworthy. Not a lick of it.
He was not an active father. He said it. He confirmed it. I can back this young lady up. He did say that he was not going to be there. And on top of that, he was saying that he would like to, in the future, every 2 weeks out of the month, go to Ghana.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
The reason why he wants to go to Ghana is because he's living with his mother. He's living with his mother, and he doesn't even have his own place.
Wait, his mother lives in Ghana?
No, his mother lives in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
He's staying at her house.
Well,
and that's why you notice he always tapes either in his car or out somewhere. He never tapes in his house because he doesn't have a place to live.
Well.
Okay.
This is not the Black man you think he is. He's loyal. He got a wife at home. He take care of his kids. He's not that type of Black man. He is, he spreads his seed.
Now, y'all might say that, well, that's just taking it from somebody who might not like him. Okay, to that I say this. Prove the young lady wrong. That's it. All I'd like y'all to do, prove her wrong.
And first of all, he is not even attractive. He's scruffy beard. He looks like the typical Philly person.
Well, yeah, and some women, evidently she was messing with him, so she evidently liked him.
Okay.
Whenever Umar is asked about his family, he doesn't mention the wife. Even recently, he talked about some woman that he hooked up with. He said, oh, it was just a moment of weakness, and the king needed to be this and that, and she wanted to serve the king. That's how he speaks.
He's a narcissist. That's why.
Yeah, well, he believes in himself a lot.
It's almost as though he sees himself as exactly as he says, a king, and people have to kowtow to him, bow to his rules. He is the one, the arbiter of all things black, the king of Pan-Africanism. And as such, he does not need to tell anybody where any of the money that you send to him goes. Not even to the IRS, apparently.
He told me he only got 2 kids. I feel like it's more. He's not visiting his children. He's not paying child support. And these things came out of his own fucking mouth.
GoFundMe canceled, Cash App canceled by jealous Negroes who fear my influence amongst the black race.
Let's harp on that statement real quick. His influence among the black race. Is it positive? No, and I want us to be, can we be honest? We had a conversation on Too Strong just not too long ago, Monday night. We had a very good conversation with 3 men. And these black men were talking about their perspective and how they grew up and this thing we call the black community. If you haven't caught it, please go back and watch it. It is very much worth the watch. It'll show you how black men can agree, disagree at the same time, and still be cordial at the end of all things. But when it comes to people like Umar, please show me tangibly where his influence has been a good thing for black America. I think I'll wait, but I think I'll be waiting for a while for y'all to show me that one.
Okay, and his Cash App and his Apple Pay and all his other accounts are frozen because he is a scammer.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, well, yeah. If he was able to show that this school existed, he would not be having these problems. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Like I said,
there's 2 certificates you need. A certificate of I forget what the certificate is called, and then a certificate of occupancy. And he has
for what?
The first certificate.
For what?
What?
You're saying a certificate for what?
I'm trying to think of there was supposed to be 2 certificates that you need to get.
What, to start a business or something you're trying to say?
No, to start a school.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean.
And he hasn't even gotten the first one to even show the first one is to show the place is habitable as a school.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is to certificate of occupancy to show that you're ready to go. But he doesn't have any of those after 10, 11 years.
Yeah, I mean.
So he is a scammer.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people believe. I mean, a lot of people believe.
A lot of people believe he's a scammer.
Yeah, no, I said a lot of people do believe that. And, people, who I'll just say who do you two have, expressed, oh, I've given money to the school, and yeah, they're not. It like I said, it's unfortunate. Like I said, he's had good things to say in the past. Like I said, I believed in the vision, but it's unfortunate.
He believes in the vision.
I did, but see, again, I wasn't one who gave money, so I'm not crying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like, I don't care anymore. It's like you didn't. I mean, I'm with everybody on, oh, the school is never coming. I mean, again, it's been over 10 years. I mean, like, what is holding up?
Now, let's take a look at this.
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Again, if you know anything about schools, maybe y'all can understand and help me out here. Just help me out. If this is, let's just give him some benefits of the doubt. Let's say that this is indeed 100% a school. Let's just say that he has done all that he could possibly do, that this is indeed happening and it is going to kick off. I have been privy to some of the budgetary needs in a building of a school. Okay. Normally, when you're going through the city, which is what you'd have to go through in order to build a school, because you have to get approved by the city to mess with the school to begin with your building permits. And you know what you also have to issue them? Here's the crazy part, a time frame. You usually have to issue when you have your budget and you want this building and you're telling them it's for a school. There is a time restraint because the city isn't going to go on forever extending time, budgets, and insurance and all that. They're not going to just give you a unlimited time to finish a building. Because remember, most buildings are in what you call cities, and the city has certain parameters when they get set up. See the problem here? Now, last time I checked, I don't think I've ever heard of a school taking 20 years to build. That must be one lean. But to his defense, he has moved 2 different places now, right? So I wonder which school this was. Did you get the doors from the old place that you end up abandoning, or is this a new one in Delaware? Just a question.
Osajafo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Osajafo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. We not playing no games. We not playing no games, brothers and sisters. We not playing no games. We not playing no games. Oh, yes. Look at the doors, brothers and sisters. Look at the red, black, and green. Look at the flag of Ghana. Look at the red, black, and green. Look at the flag of Ghana.
Well, we're not going to brush past that. Did you see what the floor level they're on there? Let's go back just a second. Let's just go back a second and see if we can scan what he just showed you there. Okay, watch this.
Look at the doors, brothers and sisters. Look at the red, black, and green. Look at the flag of Ghana. Look at the red, black, and green. Look at the flag.
Let's pause. School. Okay, Umar.
Ghana. FDMG is coming, baby. We don't care what the haters got to say. When you walk through these doors, it's an academic insurrection. When you walk through these doors, it's a spiritual insurrection. When you walk through these doors, it's an educational insurrection, a social transformation. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Mail your check or money order payable to F.
He is so. I hope they take him down. I hope the government takes him down. That's all I could say.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope if there's any money left that he has to give it back to the people.
That money is long gone.
Well, if they froze an account, I would think money is still there.
Well, if they froze an account, then, but even still, if they give the money.
I mean, again, you want him to be taken down. I don't want to see a black man taken down. In the sense,
I mean, why wouldn't you want to see someone who is a scammer?
No, I know,
who has abused the black community, has abused the black community.
I hear you on that. It's just that, I mean, it's sad. It is. Again, you know what? To your point, then I will retract my statement. Yes, if he's scammed people out of their money, like I said, people should get their money back if there's any money there, and probably it isn't any. But I mean, like I said, you know, these sad stories, in my opinion, you know, with a lot of our, I mean, I'm not going to call him a celebrity, but you know, these black men who fall from grace, it's just like, it's sad because, like I said, I believed in what you were trying to do, and then we find out you're this horrible person or scammer for that matter. In his case,
I don't know how he got over on this for 11 years.
yeah, we'll see. But that's always the case.
Because black people are more forgiving.
Oh yes, we are.
Black
Yes, we
people
are.
are much more forgiving.
Oh, we are.
If this had been a white person, they would have got it taken down a long time ago.
Yeah.
But black people.
But at the same time, they let you, like they always say, they let you hang yourself. Then they try to build a case against you so they could, take you down and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, it's just.
You should do some jail time.
Well, yeah, well, we will see. I mean, like I said, when I see stuff on Umar, I mean, I only really will watch videos like when I see him on The Breakfast Club, because I know at least the video on The Breakfast Club is going to be no more than an hour. If I see him doing videos with some of these other random YouTubers, I'm just like, I don't even want to listen to it.
And he repeats himself over and over, thinking that's going to drive the point, and that's a technique of a scammer.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I mean, it's sad. That's all I could say. It's sad.
I don't think it's sad.
No, I think it's sad because, like I said, a lot of people in the beginning, and that's where I'm going from. Like I said, it's been over 10 years. No school is coming. So if people believe that he's
1 year, I was all in. After 2 years, I still was kind of all in. After 3 years, I'm like, what's going on here? After 4 years, I'm like, he's a scammer.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, people will always want to, but see, again, we get criticized by some people, who we always want to, and don't get me wrong, because black people, we have been taken advantage of.
And here
don't get
is an example of a person.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying we've been taken advantage of as a community, and I'm not just saying by just our own, by let's just, even if you want to say the system and stuff like that, we've been taken advantage of. And I get how people, when they give their money to something, they feel like, even if it's a product. I mean, I know one show I watch, he features black businesses and stuff like that, and I think one of the black businesses didn't do something, and then of course you start reading the comments, and black people are like, this is why I don't support black business. I mean, again, I get those comments, but at the same time, and again, I'm not caping for Dr. Umar, and like I said, it's been over 10 years, but if you're dealing with a small black business and stuff like that, you do have to give them some grace. If you're
after 11 years.
No, you heard what I said. I'm not saying no 11 years, but let's say they say, oh, your product's going to be shipped out in 2 weeks, and it doesn't get shipped out in 2 weeks.
And he was saying in one video where he was telling people his accounts were frozen and he needed them to send him money. He's like, I never asked anyone for money before. And then they played videos where he was asking people for money.
Yeah. I mean, well, to me, at the end of the day, I don't want to call nobody dumb, but shit, y'all were sending them the money. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, evidently people were sending him the money. I mean, these quote unquote, Pan-Africanists, believed in what he was doing. I mean, these people who sent the money, and even the people who sent him money didn't even have to be, Pan-Africanists. They could have just been people supporting another black man in the United States trying to do something.
Women wanted to get with him.
Huh?
Women wanted to get with his crusty ass.
Well, you had women, okay, that girl in the video. I mean, you had women who got with him. I mean, he's a man at the end of the day. Men are going to be men at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not, that I could care less about that, I mean, you know, the whole thing with this video, I mean, yeah, it just makes him look even worse. And again, because it's been years and no school. I mean, I'm sick of people doing exposés on him. It's like there's no school coming.
Yeah, there's no school coming.
No.
Okay.
Porsha Friends, they got